This is Stephen Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Backstage show you at the O2.
Huh? We're sorted. That'll be from here.
Yeah. We'll see you when you finish. Giving back to the people.
Sorry, Carl, we're backstage at the O2. It's gone a bit mental there.
Yeah, it has. It's all good. It's busy. Just bumped into Derek Chisora there on the way out. It's all good. A little chat with him again.
I heard you say to him that you want to see him fight again, but you want to see him retire. Is that it in a nutshell?
Listen, if he retired, I'd be happy because he's had a great career and he's given us some great nights. He's lost 12 times, but he always performs. He always gives us entertaining fights. Almost always. There's been a couple of stinkers in there, but he pulls it out of the bag when he needs to. Even if he loses, he gives us a great night. And tonight, I was really proud of him, really pleased for him because at times in there that looked hard, and it was the action ebbed and flowed, and it was a real action-packed couple of rounds in there. He was hurt with the uppercut, and he did what he had to do to get the win. He had the win on my card. I think it was 116, 113 on my card, and proud of him.
If I put a gun to your head, Carl, and retire or fight on, which one would you go for?
If what's alright?
If I put a gun to your head and you had to pick one to fight on or retire, what would you advise?
How do you mean? I'd say retire now for Derek. Yeah, I'd say turn it in. I think he's had a great career. I think he's done enough, and I'd hate to see him get hurt now. You know, so yeah, get it done, mate. You've done your bit, but like I said, he wants that caviar, he wants that payday, so he might just get it.
He's just said there he's not retiring, so bearing in mind he is fighting on, what would you like to see him do next in the ring?
I think we've been talking about Deontay Wilder, but I wouldn't want to see him get hit too heavy by Deontay because he's a dangerous puncher. But I think the Dillian White rematch would be good. You know, the trilogy with White would be a good fight.
Last time we spoke at length, Carl, was at Newcastle. It went viral thanks to a certain tabloid newspaper when you said that AJ was pouncing around against Usyk. Bearing in mind the rematch is 5-6 weeks away. If he's not going to pounce around, what can he do to beat Usyk?
What can he do to beat him? I think he's got to catch him. I think he's got to catch him with a big shot and maybe more than one. And stick it on him, use his height and weight and reach. But more importantly than that, I think he needs to get his head right before the fight. He's got to be mentally switched on and believe in himself. That's the biggest thing he needs to do.
Can he do it, Carl? Because general consensus is if you ask everybody, he's got no chance this time.
Yeah, no one thinks he can do it, but obviously he can do it. It's a two-horse race, boxing. You know, anything can happen. And it's heavyweight boxing. If AJ catches Usyk flush on the chin, he can wipe him out, can't he? So of course he can. It's stupid to say he can't win because he can, but he's just a massive underdog.
Going back to Derek, one thought that I had when I saw you commentating, Carl, was you got out at the top.
Yeah.
After you'd fought George Groves. What made you retire at that point rather than fight on like somebody like a Derek Chisora?
I'd had enough. The desire had gone. The training for that rematch was long and hard and painful, and I just felt that physically I couldn't do it anymore. But more so than that, the desire was gone. I wasn't enjoying it, and when the desire goes, it was Richard Woodall actually that told me. He said, "You'll know when time's right because the desire will go, and you'll have had enough." He's told me that at the England squad, at Team GB at the IS in Sheffield, because he's good mates with Rob McCracken, my coach, and I felt like the desire had gone, so that was the end for me. That's all I got.
You've mentioned Rob McCracken there. Any thoughts on AJ not being with Rob McCracken in the next one?
Not really, no. I mean, it's AJ's decision. What he's done is he didn't want to do the fight anymore, so he didn't want to fight with train with Rob McCracken anymore. So he probably needed a change. Probably need to change his mindset. So that might be just what he needs to pull out the performance. Listen, mate, my wife's ringing me, so I'm gonna have to shoot because my kids are at home.
More important than me, Carl.
Nice to see you. Take care.
Take care.
Carl, can we walk and talk? Is that right?